Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Prodigy Made It, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to grow your hair fast in 2022. Alright, this goes out to anybody who's trying to grow an afro, anyone who's trying to grow a mini fro like me, or anyone that's just trying to grow their hair in general. But first things first, if you're new to the channel, definitely make sure to like, comment, share, and smash that subscribe button. Alright, let's get to 1,000 subs this year. So I'm going to do this completely unedited, raw, and here comes the information. So my first tip for you guys, alright, is you need to drink water, alright? Water is so important. You need to stay hydrated, and it's just not enough to just stay hydrated. If you guys are returning subscribers, this information is not new to you guys. If you guys are new subscribers, new viewers, what I usually tell you guys is make sure to drink 6 to 8 bottles of water a day. Yes, a day. I know it might sound really crazy, but you're literally supposed to drink a gallon of water every day. Doing that, it hydrates the scalp. When your scalp is hydrated, it promotes healthy hair growth. So definitely make sure to drink 6 to 8 bottles of water a day. I know it's not easy. Trust me, I've been there. What I do is I usually break it out, maybe 2 bottles of water in the morning, 2 bottles of water, in the afternoon, 2 in the evening, 2 at night, and that's kind of how I do it. And it's not too bad that way. The second bit of information I got for you guys is dealing with how you style your hair. So if you guys are growing your hair for the first time, you guys might not know how to style your hair. What I have is a pick. I say get a pick. Start picking out your hair when it's at that length. Obviously, if you're starting from 0, which I'm gonna make a video for it, if you guys have like waves or dark Caesar, obviously you want to brush your hair when it's at that length. When it starts getting a little bit bigger, maybe start combing it. But once it gets to the point where you want to pick it, where you're actually able to pick it and it starts looking like a fro, get yourself a pick. I suggest plastic pick. Now, I know a lot of people use metal picks, and I've used metal picks myself. I have a whole plastic pick versus metal pick video on this channel, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave the pop-up right up above. But I would say use a plastic pick, and just pick your hair out. Make sure you got some water inside your hair, make sure it's damp, and you start picking your hair out. After that, you want to make sure you have a moisturizer, alright? So when you get a moisturizer, you need to make sure you're using all natural products. I don't care about the BS products that are out there that, stuff like, I'm not gonna, everyone has their own preferences, but don't use stuff like pink lotion or other stuff that has alcohol inside it. Really look at the ingredients inside the products that you have. But you want to make sure that you get a really trustworthy moisturizer. I use As I Am Double Buttercream. Y'all probably can't see it from all the way over here, but I've talked about this in the past, and I think I have a method of it, on my channel. But I use this, and it works perfectly fine. It's a cream, nothing too hard, doesn't smell crazy, and you just use a little bit of it, rub in your hands before you pick your hair. Rubbing your hands, your hair's already damp with the water. Put it inside, rub your scalp, rub your whole, the hair strands and everything, and then pick it out. I got like a million methods on this channel. I'm probably gonna say that in this video, but what I'm saying, that way you can actually have your hair thoroughly moisturized, and your hair will be a lot fuller. A lot of people wonder, why aren't I seeing my full length whenever I pick my hair? Like, I got like 4 or 5 inches of hair, and whenever I pick my hair, it's only showing like 3 or 2.5. A lot of times your hair isn't fully moisturized everywhere, so it's like your hair's trying to get some shrinkage. But moisturizer, all that stuff combats that. So moisture is a huge part. You want to do that every single day. The more, when you keep your hair moisturized, that promotes healthy hair growth. Next thing I got for you guys is shampoo and conditioner. So when you guys are dealing with hair growth, it's also important to keep your scalp clean. Make sure nothing's clogged, because obviously if you're using a lot of, I don't know what I'm saying. If you're using a lot of products, right, every single day, it's gonna eventually clog up the pores in your scalp. So what you want to do is you want to at least once or twice a week. Once is cool, but twice is cool too. It's up to you. Use a shampoo, and also make sure you condition your hair. I use Shea Moisture. I think it's moisture retention shampoo. I'm not sure. I'll probably do a whole video on that sometime. Let me know if you want to see something like that. But I use the Shea Moisture shampoo. It's like a yellow bottle, and that works completely fine. All natural, all good. Cleans out everything, takes it out, of your system. After that, I use a conditioner, Shea Moisture as well. I think that's the moisture retention, something like that. Or hydration, something. I'll show you guys later. I'll link everything down below inside the description. But it works really well, and what it does is, a lot of times, I don't know if you guys have ever used something like, some kind of shampoo where your hair is completely dry afterwards, and that's something I personally hate. So what I found out is when you use like a really good moisturizer, or not moisturizer, conditioner, that actually helps keep your hair at least somewhat moisturized after you've finished shampooing. So it actually lessens the amount of shrinkage that you can get, had you not done it. So that's something to definitely look forward to or look into, not keep saying moisturizer, a shampoo and a conditioner that will not dry out your hair. That is natural. So that's something else that you can look into. Another thing you can do is, you want to make sure that your hair is protected when you sleep. That's one of the biggest things ever. Like, for people that do waves, that have waves, any wavers out there, you guys know, it's not just to keep your hair laid down and in place and in, shape or whatever when you sleep, when you use the do-rags. It's also to protect your hair as well. So, when it comes to afros, your hair is way, way, way more prone to getting breakage or, split ends, especially when you're rubbing it against, the friction and everything when you're sleeping against the pillow. It's actually not cool for it. It can lead to split ends. You might have to chop like some decent length off, if you don't protect your hair. So what I would say is, I personally recommend you use a bonnet. Bonnets are perfect for your hair. And it's not something that you have to tie or anything. You just put it on and you're pretty much good to go. The second option I'd say is a do-rag. If you can find a big enough do-rag, I don't know how much hair you're trying to grow, but like, if you can find a big enough do-rag, by all means get it. I was rocking out with I think it was Nick Wavy's do-rag for some time. It's my favorite do-rag actually. But I was rocking out with that and it worked fine for what I had, but I just always noticed with any do-rag that I had, it made like a line in the back of my head, and it was always this indent in my fro, and it never really looked cool. I picked it out and everything, but you could always tell, like, okay, this guy wears a do-rag, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I recommend the bonnet. It just feels a lot better, easier, throw it on, no extra stuff attached. The next thing we got on here dealing with, nighttime is sleep. You want to make sure that you're getting as much sleep as possible. I'm not a scientist. I'm not gonna tell you how many hours of sleep you need, but you want to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Go to bed at a reasonable time. Make sure you're not up watching YouTube videos, doing all that crazy stuff, because you just want your body to be overall healthy. This ties in to nutrition, which I'll get into later. But it's just always important, because that's usually where all of the bulk of like the actual hair growth occurs while you sleep. So definitely make sure you're taking some really good naps at night. I don't know. Let me see. The next thing we got on here is nutrition. So it ties in, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to nutrition, I'm gonna put this as health. I got it listed as nutrition, but I'm gonna call it health. Overall health is important, You wanna make sure that you're not stressed out, and I know that's really hard, especially the times we're in right now, but you wanna make sure you're doing things that de-stress you, like going to the gym, Something I do, going to the gym really cools you off, lets you stay focused, and it's a really good stress reliever. If you guys do music like I do, check out my music channel, subscribe to it, link is down below inside the description. Maybe music is your thing, maybe, I don't know, cooking is your thing. Whatever you guys can do to make sure that you are not stressed, do it. Do it. It will actually help facilitate more hair growth, believe it or not. Diet is a huge thing too. One thing I do is I make sure I eat foods with this vitamin called biotin. Biotin is a vitamin that actually helps increase blood flow to the scalp. So, you know, you might see some people on YouTube talking about, oh yeah, take biotin pills, you know, that helps. I'm not going to recommend that. Obviously, you should see a physician before you do that. But what's cool is if you eat foods like, say, maybe not scrambled eggs, but like, you know, eggs, what's it called? Broccoli, spinach, kale, carrots, anything that has biotin, sweet potatoes, salmon, you know, chicken too. So all that stuff has that vitamin, and you'll notice if you eat that stuff consistently, you will actually see faster hair growth, believe it or not. So let me see, is there anything else on this list? Trims. This is probably one of the most important things that you should do. So, and I have a weird story for this. So when it comes to trims, you want to make sure you're getting trims at least every 2 to 4 weeks, all right? And the reason why is because, kind of like what I talked about before, the term I talked about, split ends and just breakage. Split ends, if you guys don't know what split ends are, it's like, have you ever seen somebody, either if they have like a beard or an afro, and you could see, like, if they're in the light, you can kind of see like faint, small strands of hair, and then you see like the main thing, like the main fro or whatever, you know, the main grouping of hair. That little separation, that's actually dead hair that's like not trying to grow, like it's reached its limit. So what happens is, when it's reached its limit, the dead hair tries to travel down to the scalp, and that's really dangerous, because once it travels down to the scalp, there's no fixing it. You know, it can actually affect the rest of the strands for everything else. So the reason why we get trims is to take off the dead hair. Now, if you let it get down, obviously, you know you're gonna have to take out all your hair. So you wanna make sure that you're getting trims from your barber at least 2 to 3 times, 2 to 4, you know, not 2 to 4 times, probably like 2 times a month, and you should be straight. I've had a bad situation with this. You know, when back in 2017, I was really fixated on trying to grow my hair. This is when I was still in the early days of like my Afro journeys and everything, and like I went too far. You know, I did all the methods I was talking about, you know, just in this video. The problem was I was never getting any trims, because I didn't want my hair to get short. But I noticed at one point my hair was at a decent length. It was the length that I always wanted, so I could use the curl sponge and everything, the mini fro, and it just stopped growing. So I'm like, why is it, you know, is it just like my genetics? Did it just stop because I can't grow that much? It's really because I didn't cut off all this dead hair, and at some point I noticed I couldn't use the curl sponge anymore. My hair it just looked pretty bad, you know. I had to cut off at least I had to cut off the whole thing, actually. Yeah, I had to cut off the whole thing. I went to like about 1.5 inches, or the 1.5 guard, and I switched to waves, you know. So that was one of the most traumatic situations ever, because it's like I didn't even have to go to a barber to do it, you know. I did it myself, and I waited like 6 to 8 months for that hair to grow. But I say that to say, make sure you guys get your trims. It's one of the most important things I'll ever tell you on this channel, because I do not want to see you guys have to chop off that much hair, you know. Even if it's like 2 inches, like it shouldn't have to get to that point, you know. But I hope this method, this whole video was helpful. I am a bit rusty because I haven't been on this channel in like 2 years or so. You know what I'm saying? I've been on my music channel. I just dropped my new EP, my debut EP. So if you want to listen to that, link is down below inside the description. Follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to make some more videos frequently. Make sure to comment down below what kind of videos you want to see on this channel. If you guys like this video, please make sure to like, comment, share, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure to follow me on social media. Links are down below inside the description. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel. It definitely helps on my channel. My Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal are down below inside the description. Make sure to turn on post notifications, the bell icon next to the subscribe button, so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.